WSKB FM 89.5 is the college radio station at Westfield State University, but it's becoming a lot more than that. After an antenna and signal upgrade in 2014 boosted the signal, a group of local folks came in to add their ideas and talents with programs at times of day when the students aren't producing their own shows. Producer Dave Fraser and videographer Mark Langevin dropped by the studios early one morning to see what's happening.
Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. Wow.
Yeah, wow, it's Tuesday.
We decided that we would give shows to people in the community that had something to say.
The strangest one I ever heard, Debbie Reynolds was doing this musical called Irene, and guess who was the director of it?
We're about a year and a half old, and the Westfield State Foundation put up the funding for this. It's a wonderful way for us to get our message out. And at the same time, our underwriters help to support our radio station, the radio club, and the programming, the resources of WSKB and the Westfield State Foundation. So it's a kind of a win-win situation. I had a show because I worked for an organization called Westfield on Weekends, which is a volunteer organization in Westfield. Just happened to be my job. So it was a natural, since I worked for the foundation, that I'd get a radio show. They didn't tell me it was 6 a.m. in the morning in the beginning. And then suddenly I'm saying, oh my gosh, I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. I'm going to do this for 2 hours. Can I talk that long for 2 hours?
Community Radio 89.5.
We're unique in the marketplace in general. I mean, you have the morning shows that are live, but after that, there's not much else. And, you know, the students did their tally this year of just this semester, where we do 92 hours of people being in the studio a week. The community radio does about 24 of that, but the rest of the students, 92 hours a week of live programming, and that's unheard of nowadays in radio. This is a cool partnership because there's been other radio stations on colleges that have been kind of taken over by the community, but we stressed from the beginning, and we're staying with that, is that this is a partnership between the city of Westfield, you know, the professionals in the city and the students. We don't want to take away their time. We want to help them get better.
And good morning, Westfield, Mass. 808.
I've always been fond of radio, and I did college radio back in the late 80s. And through time and over the past year and a half, I've developed a character here on WSKB, and the foundation was willing to give me a shot with my own time slot back several months ago at the beginning of the elections, and I haven't looked back.
You know, I'm not trying to be one of the Facebook grammar Nazis, but there are a few things that pain me, okay?
Yep. I like to look at it like a variety show. One of my taglines is local discussion of politics, events, happenings, and miscellany potpourri, which kind of allows me to cover everything.
All right, it is not a library. If in fact a library existed, I would think it would be some type of exotic fruit that could whisper sweet non-truths into your ear.
My role is to keep, I'm kind of the glue. I reference other shows and subtly cross-promote things by listening. Yeah, I do the engineering and I make sure the breaks run and things like that. But my job is to tie the shows together in such a way that it's the community is actually listening. So people are coming up to us, hosts and myself and everybody else on the street going, hey, I heard part of your interview. You know, where do I hear the rest of it? Or, yeah, we heard you guys, that was a great interview this morning. You had a cool guest. So we're getting feedback, and it's a wonderful thing that we're bringing back something that hasn't existed in Westfield for over 20 years.
You do radio once, and if you do it well and you laugh and have a good time, you want to do it forever. So when I retire, I am hoping that WSKB still keeps me on 6 a.m. in the morning. I'm not getting up for 5 a.m. for just anybody, but WSKB, I'll get up and I'll do that show. We love doing it.
Hey, we got to take a break. It is 7:20 in the morning.